Shalom. Call hello yahawah by Hashem Yahushua, which means all praises to Yahawah, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who you people ignorantly call God. By Hashem, in the name of Yahushua, which is the name of the only begotten Son, who you people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Shalom to the brothers that's give a shout out to the brothers that's pushing this word throughout the four corners of the earth, who's also uplifting the names Yahawah, Yahushua, and to the confusion of face, brothers and sisters out there whose bloodline traces back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our forefathers, though you may look like one of the heathen nations you're scattered amongst. Same to if your sea line goes back to one of these tribes through the man, if your spirit bear witness with this word and this truth, you can receive it. To the confusion of face, brothers and sisters out there, if these do apply, you are Israelites, though you look like one of the heathen nations being the nation outside these 12 tribes. To the few few sisters that do listen, learn, shalom. To the elect of the nation of Israel, wherever it may be scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, who his word is going out to, shalom to you as well. To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, as you see on this chart, you combine and consist and make up the 12 tribes of Israel. You are the Hebrew Israelites, the chosen people, the Most High Yahawah, and His only begotten Son, Yahushua. Okay? And, sorry, my voice might sound kind of weird. I have a toothache, sort of say. I just woke up with a toothache this morning, so it might be kind of slurry. But I got a article I wanted to bring out. Basically, what's going on with this tariff war. I seen this yesterday, so I wanted to bring it out. While I'm on break. It says tariffs will now cost American households up to $1,000 per year. J.P. Morgan. All right. So hold on, let me put my face on here. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna read this article. Got my work glasses on. Take them off. Tariffs are expected. Zoom out. Tariffs are expected to cost American households up to $1,000 per year when the next round goes in effect on September 1st, and that's a week from now. Okay, so that's around the corner. It says, according to a new roll by J.P. Morgan, according to the bank's analysts, the cost of U.S.-China trade war borne by consumers is likely to rise from around $600 per year based on the first two phases of the tariffs on Chinese imports to around $1,000 based on the third round of tariffs. That $1,000 figure assumes a 10% tariff on about $1.12 billion of Chinese imports, which U.S. President Donald Trump announced will begin next month. While he had initially proposed 10% tariffs on $300 billion worth of Chinese goods, he later scaled it back to exclude certain consumer products like cell phones, laptops, and toys. If the tariffs increase to 25%, as President Trump has threatened, the cost to consumers will rise to $1,500. So that's another $500 that's going to rise to. J.P. Morgan stated when discussing China phase 3 tariffs from preceding tariffs is the impact to consumption and capital goods, analysts wrote. While previous tariffs focused on more on intermediate goods, this batch suggests that the expected consumer impact should be larger in the latest round, the bank analysts wrote. And, I could read this. Actually, I'll finish it off. Actually, I wanted to stop right there because the scripture came to mind. The $1,000 cost is offset gains from the tax cut. The $1,000 cost is also expected to offset the majority of the benefit that American households receive from the Tax Act. The analyst added, which was around $1,300. The impact from reduced spending could be immediate for discretionary goods and services since tariffs are regressive, they wrote. Unlike the agricultural sector, which is receiving subsidies aid to offset the impact of Chinese retaliatory actions, there is no simple way to compensate consumers. Since this move comes at a much higher cost from the U.S. administration ahead of a presidential election, the analysts noted that there was a good chance they end up reversing their decision and find a way to reach some common ground with Chinese negotiators. And that's not fit to happen. That's not bound to happen. So we're gonna get the scriptures. So this is I go to KJV. This little thing on the corner is so big. Hold on. Alright. Let me see. Jeremiah. Alright, this is Jeremiah 5 and 11. Okay? This is Jeremiah 5 and 11. For the house of Israel and the house of Judah, okay? That's all you tribes from the so-called Negro all the way down to the so-called Mexican, okay? Have dealt very treacherously against me, said the Lord. Okay, and our people are dealing treacherously with the Lord right now. Right now, our people, a majority of them, though we all are filthy, all our, I always put this out there, our righteousness is as filthy rags, okay? But you got a majority of our people that's willingly going off and will continue to do so on their own will, okay? So they're dealing treacherously against the Lord. They're serving idols, okay? Now they're being told, the truth is out here, and I was being told that all this stuff y'all into when it comes to Babylon the Great, which is America, okay, it's all wicked, and you keep doing it, okay? They have belied the Lord and said, it is not he, neither shall evil come upon us, neither shall we see sword nor famine. And I got that because it said famine, okay? Basically, you saying that, okay, us telling you that this shit is gonna happen, excuse my language, that you say it's not gonna happen because you see the right now, you see that the sun is out, you see everybody shopping around, everybody doing their own everyday norm, right? So you don't believe that, right? And the prophets shall become wind, and the word is not in them. Thus shall it be done unto them, okay? So, and what's one thing? Second Ezra, the 16th chapter. Second, hold on. It's the Apocrypha. There it is. Second Ezra 15, 16, Salakia. I will start the 17th verse. The point is 21st verse. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. Okay, the beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear. Okay, in the beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? You already seeing that. You're seeing the rumors of wars. Okay, these elites are in fear. You had an article come out. I did it some months ago, months and months back. You had Jacob Rothschild come out and say that the New World Order might be in jeopardy because the word is coming out. So they're standing in great fear as well. Okay? And they're also trying to take videos down. They're also trying to censor the internet, basically. Okay? It's because they're in great fear. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a minute. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. And that's kind of similar to what it said in Jeremiah, the 5th chapter, the 11th verse on down. Okay? Though his word coming out, you're still going to continue to be wicked. So guess what? Behold, victuals, which if you go into that word victuals, I will look it up, but I had to exit out this app. Ain't no point doing that. You go into victuals talking about your food, man. That's your food. So be so good, cheap upon the earth. Okay? That they shall think themselves to be in the good case. You can go in the store now, okay? You can get 2 for $10. Okay? 5 for $10. Whatever they be doing in the stores. The sale count. Okay? So you people think you're in the good case, right? And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And that's what's happening. Okay? You have earthquakes all over the place. Okay? You have uproars of the people all over the place. Okay? You have famine also happening in other places. Down in Venezuela, those are Israelites. Okay? Sudan, I believe. What else? Kashmir. There's a place going on right now in Kashmir that they have a lack of food and resources. Okay? So that's happening, man. Okay? The great confusion and all these mass shootings, which Esau is behind, but really it's the Most High that's controlling everything. All this is great. All that's happening. Okay, so we in that time now. And guess what? For many of them, that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Okay? So that's what's gonna happen because Jacob's trouble, okay, is right around the corner, man. So you say, let's say you escape the famine to you so-called doomsday preppers. Guess what? You ain't gonna escape, okay? The other plagues that Yahawah Ba'Shem Shah has and lined up, because Jacob's trouble is gonna be a whole list of plagues that Yahawah Ba'Shem Shah has up his sleeve, man. Okay, it tells you that day is gonna be like, right? Let me see. Amos 5 and 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. A lot of you people think the day of the Lord is a good thing. If it's only a good thing if you're the elect of the nation of Israel, but if you're not the elect of the nation of Israel, then it's not a good thing. Right? As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him, man. Okay? So what if you might, let's say you escape the famine, right? You gonna escape the famine, then you gonna go right into a concentration camp. You escape the concentration camp. You gonna go out of the concentration camp, right? Then you gonna run into a pack, okay, of hungry animals, cause they're gonna be out here. They're gonna be on the loose out here too, okay? They're already. You seen the wild beasts changing their places, as it says in the scriptures in 2 Ezra the 5th chapter, right? When you get out of one thing, if the Lord ain't dealing with you in that time, if you get out of one thing, there's always gonna be another thing waiting for you. Okay? So a lot of you people are gonna perish, okay? Cause this tariff war, okay? This tariff war that's happening, we at the serious part of it now. Cause see, this thing's been going on, but see, it wasn't really hitting you people at the lower level. Now it's starting to hit you. Okay? I see it when I go in the store. I see how high the prices have gotten. Okay? The prices is high as shit. Excuse my language once again. Okay? It's gonna continue to do that until you people start questioning what the hell. When you go out, okay, go out to get gas and your gas costs $50. When you go to buy a gallon of milk and your milk costs $10, man. $10, $15, $20. Okay? Your cereal costs $50. When you start seeing that, then you're gonna know something's alright, something's not right. Okay? Cause you thought you was in the good case. Right? And this tariff that Trump, this what, 10% tariff that he just sent on China, okay? That's gonna start on September 1st. So that's coming right up. You're gonna start seeing a lot of people out here start to really lose it when they see how high these prices go. And then 2nd Ezra, the whole book of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, the 14th verse on down, that's gonna come into play. Alright. I'm trying to find that scripture on how you had a famine back in the ancient world. You had actually 2 Kings, the 8th chapter, that came to mind. Hold on. Skipping to the point. Yeah, there it is. It was the 6th chapter. 2 Kings 6 and Alright, so I'll skip to the point. It says, this is 2 Kings 6 and 23 says, and he prepared great provision for them, and when they had eaten and drunk, he sent them away, and they went to their master. So the bands of Syria came no more into the land of Israel. And it came to pass after this that Ben-Hadad, king of Syria, gathered all his hosts and went up and besieged Samaria. Right? And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and the fourth part of a cab of dove's dung, which is poop, for 5 pieces of silver, man. Because a famine was in the land, and basically, why were they selling, okay, ass's head and poop? Because the money was no good no more, okay? Even though it says it right there, but it was basically, okay, worthless in that time, okay? So they started trading whatever they had, man, okay? The same thing happened in Egypt, okay? The people, they ran out of money, okay? Then they eventually what? Sold themselves, man. It's gonna be the same thing, man. When the inflation hit and that money's useless, what you people gonna do? You people gonna sell yourselves, man. And how you gonna do that? By taking the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. Okay, same thing is gonna happen, man. Okay. And as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, they cried a woman unto him, saying, help my lord, O king. And he said, if the Lord do not help thee, whence shall I help thee? Out of the barn floor, or out of the winepress? And the king said unto her, what aileth thee? And she answered, this woman said unto me, give thy son, that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. So they eating each other's sons, man. Okay? And it tells you that in Lamentations 5, okay, 4, I believe, 4 and 20. Okay, 21. I could be wrong. It's in that chapter, but it's in there. Okay, how the women sign their children, man. The children were the destruction, man. Okay? You women gonna be eating your children this time, man. Before that happens, when the prices go beyond your reach and you can't afford anything, you're gonna see a lot of people doing things that they've never done before to survive out here. Then it's gonna get to that point when people start turning to cannibalism. Okay? So we bore my son and they eat him, and I said unto her on the next day, give thy son that we may eat him. And she have hid her son. And it came to pass when the king heard the words of the woman that he rent his clothes and passed by upon the wall, and the people looked beyond. Oh, he had sackcloth within upon his flesh. Okay? But that woman ended up eating the lady's child and then hid her child and ran off somewhere. So that woman ate her child with another woman, Israelite woman, and they were both basically, and the other woman basically got screwed over. She ate her own child, man. That's gonna happen again out here, man. It's gonna happen again. Okay? It's gonna be a famine, man. And this is gonna jumpstart it. Cause once you people can't afford stuff, people just gonna start looting and stealing. Then once the trucks stop coming in due to it, cause martial law and all that be declared, okay? then it won't be no food in the shelves. Okay? So this is Isaiah. I got 3 minutes. My break's about to end, so I'm gonna have to end it. I could continue on. I do want to continue on, but I'm just gonna have to 65. But this was coming. This is times we about to approach to. It's getting real. Everything is turning up to a notch, basically. It's Isaiah 65:11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forgot my holy mountain, that prepared a table for that troop, and that furnished the drink offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. And he's talking to the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Just like he was talking to the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Well, he was talking to the majority of our people. And Jeremiah, Salaki, it's hot out here. He was talking to our people in Jeremiah the 5th chapter, the 11th verse, man. Same thing right here. He has his hand open out, okay, before he sends this destruction, because he's the one that's going to send it, okay? How about Shemel Shah? But 2/3 of our people, they're not going to hearken to it. They're going to continue, okay, doing what they're doing normal, man, okay? They're not going to pay it. They're not going to look at what's going on as serious, okay? Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahawah, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my children. For the Lord Yahawah shall slay thee, and call his servants by another name, man. His servants being who? The elect of the nation of Israel, because that's the only, okay, people of the nation of Israel that the Lord is going to deal with. It's the elect. He's not going to deal with all of the nation of Israel. 2/3 of the nation of Israel will be cut off, okay, and die here in America, man, with Esau and these other nations. Esau, Edom, who is a self-proclaimed white man, okay, and the other heathen nations, okay. So that's what's going to come, man, okay. When the famine is out here, the Lord's going to protect his elect, but the rest of you people, you just going to be caught out there. You ain't going to have no hedge. You ain't going to have no protection, okay. So it's your time right now to repent to Yahawah Shemel Shah, or if you don't do so, then you're just gonna have to catch his wrath, and his wrath is gonna be what? Jacob's trouble. Something just fell in my car. Okay, that's what's gonna happen. Jacob's trouble. That's what you're gonna have to face for not doing that. Okay, you're gonna face the belly of the beast when that time comes. Okay, you're gonna see it, man. Okay, so call hello, Allah Yahawah Shemel Shah. Yahawah right to side. This was edifying. Shalom to the elect.